Kaija King here. Warning, there are spoilers, as you should know. One of the things is, you guys know about me, is I love Dragon Ball Super. And as a fellow fan, I definitely gotta say, watching the preview after episode 70 really pissed me off. I mean, this would be the first time in Dragon Ball history that Goku dies against his own will. Well, actually, if you watch the Dragon Ball Birds, you could see that he didn't want to die against his own will. But in the Dragon Ball Super series, this would be the first time in Dragon Ball history that Goku dies against his own will. In fact, he wants to live because he senses a powerful opponent coming towards Earth. In fact, except for Hit, he thinks that these opponents actually want Goku dead so they can take over the Earth. So what are they going to have next? Him kill Vegeta? Because as far as I know, after this episode, it's supposed to be going after Vegeta and all the powerful heroes. So these guys can take over Earth. And eventually it gets to the point where Hit ends up fighting Mr. Satan, which we later find out that he ends up fusing with a Kai, which was quite astonishing when I found this out. Unless Toriyama is lying about this, we expect Hercule to actually gain some powers. And the reason we expect this is they're trying to make it relatable, but unfortunately the GT series was put on an Outbreak series and just an extra series of what would happen if this ended up happening. In fact, this is what would happen if the GT series is what would happen if he never met Lord Beerus or any of them. And all of that. So, well. The next thing we know is that Goku is, well, basically, if he did die against his own will, that would really piss off some of the Dragon Ball Z fans. And what we think is, when Hercule gains the powers, because Goku says this: Hercule feels with my body why I am still barely alive. You will gain the powers of a Saiyan, and you will be the new protector of the Earth. For I cannot be revived again if I die, and what Hit did makes it so senzu beans will not heal me. And what, as far as we know, when Hercule feels is something ends up happening, Goku, Super Saiyan Blue ends up combining with him and everything, which makes Hercule probably go on a rampage or something like that, or makes it so he's no longer afraid of anyone. And Hit, and after that, he ends up fusing with, this is after he fused with Supreme Kai. Yes, in fact, he does end up fusing with the Supreme Kai. We do end up finding out after he fuses with Goku. Within an hour, he fuses with Supreme Kai, and then he starts fusing with other Dragon Ball Z characters that are near the brink of death, which probably gives him amazing power. In fact, after that, he wishes to be defused from everyone after the final battle, which would decide the fate of the Earth, and Lottie do that and that shit. In fact, I believe that's how it might end up happening. I might be wrong on this. Toriyama might have been lying to me. But we do find out that Hercule ends up becoming a big, major role player in this, of deciding the fate of the Earth, like he did in the Majin Buu series. But in that he did not have the powers. He ended up having to fight Hit and everyone else, because the guys who hired Hit are at least over 200 times stronger. In fact, as far as we know, they can actually destroy the gods of destruction with a finger sweep. These guys were actually used for guards by the Omni King, but were rejected. So yeah, as you can kind of tell, it's end up this party.